Hello, in this tutorial I will show you how to animate characters in Flash. I have my character here ready to be animated. So it's actually in vector, so if I zoom in then I will be able to see in more details without being any pixel. So this character is actually on movie clip already, and if I double click then I will be able to see that each part of these characters is separated into a layer. By doing this I will be able to animate separately all the objects, and that will make it looks like more realistic. So the first part I'm going to animate is the eyebrow. So I have them grouped. What I'm gonna do is actually convert it into a graphic symbol. So I right click and then convert it into symbol, and then I give it a name and select graphic as its type. Then you can click OK. Now my object it's been converted into a symbol. So if I double click and I check my line, so now I'm inside of the eyebrow timeline. So then I can start to create keyframes to make the animation. So I'm just gonna create a frame by frame animation. I'm just gonna create a new keyframe here, another one here, and I'm just gonna move the eyebrows just a bit further on the top, and I can actually, if I start to drag, I can see how it's gonna look at the end. So probably I can insert another frame just to make this position last longer. So if I go to scene 1 and I test it, and I can see that it's actually working. That's not too bad. Now what I will do is create an animation for the arm. So I go inside my movie clip and I select my right arm, which is already a graphic symbol, but now because I want to animate this symbol I need to convert it into another one. So I'm gonna convert it to a symbol, a graphic symbol, but let's name it differently. Right arm animated. Okay, and now I can double click it, and then I can start to create the animation in my timeline. So I'm just gonna make sure that my registration point is on the left side of the object. So I can just click the free transformation tool from the tools panel, and this white dot is actually the registration point. Usually it's in the middle of the symbol, so if it's in the middle of the symbol we need to click and drag and leave it in the left corner. So by doing this I will be able to modify and change the position of the object in relation to the registration point. So once I have done that I can create one keyframe and another keyframe here, and then I just simply will move the arm, the top, and then this one a little bit down, and then another one in the same position as the beginning. Now if I actually press enter, then I can see that it's doing the animation. It's changing the position on each keyframe, but I want to make it look more realistic, so I'm gonna actually create a motion twin. So I'm gonna right click on the first group of frames, and then I create a classic twin. And now what I'll do is actually increase the ease, so then I can see that it looks better. You see? I'm gonna do the same for the rest. So right click and create a classic twin. The same for this one. so it's definitely better. I can change here as well the ease. And if I go to my scene 1 and test it, then I will be able to see the animation. Very simple. So let's do the same with the other arm. So I'm gonna go inside of my movie clip, and then I have my left arm ready, a graphic symbol, and I'm gonna convert it as well into a graphic symbol. So left arm animated. And I will do the same. Now I go inside of my graphic symbol and insert keyframes in the different positions. And then I just simply modify. Now notice that in this arm the registration point is in the middle, so remember you need to make sure that it's in the right hand side. So I'm just gonna click and drag, and then this one as well, click and drag, and then I can create a classic twin for each section. Now, as you can see, we have some problems in this part of the animation. So once again, we need to make sure that the registration point is on the right hand side, but for all of the stages of this animation. So that means that my first keyframe needs to be in the right hand, needs to be at the top as well, and this one, okay, this one is fine, and this one. That's it. And I can change the ease as well, just to and I can go to my scene 1 and just test the movie to see how it goes. So as you can see, the important thing here is actually to make sure to separate all the parts that forms this character in different layers, so you will be able to modify them separately and create different animations. So you can also create an animation for the mouth if you want, or for the eyes as well. So it's just so I can test it again. So that's it, it's very simple, and then you can just add more objects just to make the animation look better and improve it. So this is the final animation, which has been improved. I have actually duplicated the animation and I have changed the color field, so it actually looks like it's the real shadow of the animation. And I have also I add the mouth just to make it look more realistic, and I include this cigar as well. So then you can use your imagination to add any other object just to make it look better.